Hello out there, everyone. Cassandra Monkey, continuing with another episode of Double Beauty and Animal Cutie. Oh, and if you just joined, you're welcome. Glad you made it here. Hope you enjoy your stay. And always remember that the most important character is you, the reader. Well, let's get it up. Cassandra and I run over to the bridge, overlooking the river in a panic. Please be alright. Please be alright. Joanna and Molly run away before we arrived. Penelope is holding the bridge, hyperventilating. Oh my God! Veronica! Cassandra immediately comes to Penelope's side, pulling her into a hug. Penelope, you need to breathe! Cassandra turns to me. I need to make a decision. What should I do? Save Veronica! Cassandra, take care of Penelope. I got Veronica. I start taking off my shoes before hoisting myself onto the bridge. I turn around for a brief moment, seeing Cassandra holding the crying Penelope. Cassandra gives me a determined look that tells me that she's trusting me with Veronica's life. I hope I can trust myself as much as I trust that look. I look down to the rushing black water and jump! The cold water hits me as hard as I plunge into it, and I realize that the water is deeper than I thought it was. I can't see anything. My body's starting to panic as I'm twisting and turning in the water. Blindly waving my arms around for a familiar limb, a clump of hair. As I'm about to reach my limit of breath, my fingers brush up against some cold skin. Veronica! I immediately grab what seems to be like her hand, starts swimming toward the surface. She's heavier than the water. It feels like I'm racing against time. My lungs swell with relief as a fresh ass, my head above water. The breath of fresh ass. I hold Veronica by the waist, who's unconscious in my arms. Guys, I got her! Pennies! Cassandra and Penelope look at me in relief. I pull Veronica to the shore and form a triangle with my hands, pushing down on her chest. Come on, you can't die. I start to give her compressions. 1, 2, 3, 4! I turn to Cassandra, who rushed to the side along with Penelope. Cassandra, call the emergency number!
What is your emergency?
Hello, we have like a girl over here, passed out. She's unconscious, and she's part dog, so I don't know how long she'll last. I hear Penelope sobbing as I'm continuing in my head how many compressions I'm giving Veronica. 28, 29, 30! I tilt Veronica's head upwards as I pinch her nose before pressing my lips against hers, blowing into her. Come on, you can do it. You're not gonna die. I check her chest as it's rising in a blow again. Come on, don't die. Everyone will be sad. Again! I start giving her more compressions, counting out loud in frustration. Come on, Veronica, live! You're in there, I know you're in there. 14, 15, 16! Suddenly she jerks forward, coughing up water. Veronica! She stares up at me in a daze. Cat? She gives me a small smile and tilts her head. You saved me, my hero! She's delirious. Oh, Veronica. I hold her close, rocking her back and forth. That was terrifying. I was so scared. I could feel her shaking a bit, but I can feel her smiling lips pressed against my neck. I'm doing my best to keep my head in the situation instead of focusing on that. Ronnie! Veronica looks over at Penelope, who has tears running down her cheeks. Cassandra gets off the phone, looking at us in relief. Penelope? Penelope rushes over to Veronica, and I hugging us. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Veronica hushes her. Pennies! I'm okay, it's okay, I'm okay. She looks over at Cassandra and jerks her head towards us. Cassandra smiling and joins our hug. I'm so glad to have you guys. You guys are the best! Soon the ambulance arrives. The paramedics put Veronica into the stretcher. Hold on! Wait! Veronica looks at Penelope from the stretcher in confusion. Penelope motions for Cassandra and I to go to Veronica's side. And when we do, Penelope whips out their phone and takes a picture. Annoyed at the paramedics swiftly push Veronica into the ambulance. Cassandra and I look at Penelope strangely. What? You guys saved Veronica performing CPR and called the ambulance emergency number. You guys are heroes. I look at Cassandra and smile, and she returns it. I guess we are, aren't we? We make a pretty good team. And now, the rest of school will think so too. She shows us the picture of us to next to Veronica on the stretcher. This is practically guaranteed to get us more likes. Cassandra raises an eyebrow. You don't think that pity votes are kind of dirty? What do I think? It's fine. Hey, a vote's a vote. We saved our friend's life. Why not show it off? Besides, whatever pisses off Joanna and Molly is all right with me. Cassandra smirks and nods her head. All right, he made a good point. It certainly doesn't make up for what they did, though. I put my hand on Penelope's shoulders. We'll get them back. I don't know how, but we will. Butts over kissing. We all look at each other and then nod. No one hurts us and gets away with it. When Veronica, Cassandra, and Penelope and I first walked to the hallway, We are all immediately greeted with cheers from our classmates. Cassandra, Cat! Great job saving Veronica. Veronica, do you have a confession or something? Do you need any snack? I got you covered, girl. Moments like this bombard us throughout the day, even during class, even in the form of notes. When break starts, we all meet Cassandra in the class. We see a stack of notes on her desk with red hearts on half of them. Cassandra stares at the pile of bewildering and yet blushes. This has to be the first time she's experienced any sort of kindness from the class. It's good to see that people are finally seeing her for the awesome person she is. Cassie, take a look at that pile. Cassandra goes red and turns away, hiding her smile. It's not like I did much, but I appreciate the chocolates and stuff that came with some of them. People gave you chocolates? Cassandra nods, reaching her hand out and gives each of us some. Veronica and I take a couple, but Penelope hesitates. Penelope, I didn't do much, and I cried and took a picture. How lame is that? She holds her arms up and looks away. Come on, Penny. Veronica puts her head on Penelope's shoulder again, gives her a sad look. What should I say? It's not every day that someone decides to push your best friend off a bridge. It probably freaked you out a bunch. Penelope nods and gulps. It really did. I thought I was gonna lose you. Veronica gives her a small smile and hugs her. But you didn't. No thanks to me. Then take it as a learning experience. Next time someone decides to check a loved one off the bridge or something else horrible. Cassandra knocks on the wooden desk. You know what to do. Everyone's gotta learn sometime. Penelope looks at us and nods. Alright, thank you guys. Suddenly we hear two girls screaming. You've gotta be kidding me! Absolutely ridiculous! How could this happen? Joanna and Molly storm into the classroom and slam their phone down on the desk, staring at us. How did that not break? Must be a good phone case. You guys hacked the system or something. Molly gets close to Penelope, pointing her finger at her face. Penelope backs up. How could your picture have hundreds of likes and ours get 10? Joanna comes close to Cassandra's face. You must have hexed the entire student body population or something despicable like that. I mutter to Veronica. Veronica, do your best to hold me back. I'm really itching to punch these jerks. No, they didn't, Joanna. Greg walks up to us and puts himself as a barrier between Cassandra and Joanna. We are all absolutely stunned, but Probably not as much as Cassandra, who looks like she's just entered an alternate universe. Cassandra saved Veronica's life after you threatened it. How could you do something so despicable? Gotta be a tad bit ironic. We all turn towards Killing, who's leaning against the doorframe. The very action of trying to sabotage Veronica, Penelope, and Cassandra's picture ends up being your downfall. But it also opens our eyes to exactly how much you guys are absolutely trash people. Colleen narrows his eyes and growls, "Grrr! Now stay away from them or else." Joanna and Molly start sweating nervously. "Or else? Oh yeah, or else what? Like you guys can do anything, a mutt, a goose, a pair of divine angels, as if..." Well, you guys are going against a... I catch myself as they start to furrow their eyebrows. Harry, cat boy, lots of testosterone's just all up in here. And another dog. And a cat girl. I wasn't declawed, you know. And of course a demon. She narrows her eyebrows and stands up from her seat, backing Joanna into Molly. We all surround the pair with the rest of the students in the class on our side. "Don't forget your places or there'll be consequences." Joanna and Molly grimace in fear. "This isn't the end of this, demon. Mutt, cat, geese, all of you." Joanna and Molly leave the classroom to compose themselves. We all look at each other and smile, feeling triumph before closing my eyes and... When I open my eyes, I see Greg and Cassandra shaking hands. Glenn giving Veronica a snack, which she wags her tail over. Another student giving Penelope some sweet notes, which Penelope accepts happily. Another student comes up to me and hands me a cookie. I take a bite of it. Gooey chocolate chip. I smile to myself. Life is good. Hey! I turn my head to the girls. The crowd has pierced, and it's back to the four of us again. Saving lives and beating bullies outside. We were wondering who actually had the best pictures. The chocolate goes from sweet to sickening in my mouth. Oh God! Now, how do I choose? They each show a lot of photos of them on their phones. Veronica is the bridge waking on the ledge. Obviously, before she was pushed off looking stylish. Penelope is cute in her dress walking to the sidewalk in the town eating a crepe. Then there's Cassandra in the picture I took of her panties and posted. Not acting bees now. I know you took my picture, but we want fair. Yeah, no pity vote for the girl who was pushed off. Or one that panic attack and couldn't do anything. Honestly, out of the three of them, I do think Cassandra's photo was the best. Veronica doesn't show much of her due to the dim light and Penelope's picture is a bit crowded with all the people in the picture. Cassandra's, though, I look at Cassandra, who stares at me hopefully. It really showed off how beautiful she is. What should I say? I tap my foot and put my finger on the tip of my nose, thinking to myself, To be honest, I think Cassandra looks the best. I hate to hurt the other girls, but feelings though. I look at the three of them, take a deep breath. Whoever I pick, girls, I want you all to know you are all beautiful. You don't need a man to tell you if you are. Penelope smiled at me. Of course we don't, but thanks for the heads up. Even though you know it's going to be me, Penny. Penelope rolls her eyes and gives Veronica a slight nudge. Actually, I think Cassandra is the best one. All their eyes go wide immediately. Veronica verbally pounces on me. What do you mean Cassandra's is the best one? I got pushed up a bridge! A bridge, cat, a bridge! And my dress was like the cutest. Come on, cat! Cassandra swallows and gives a confident exhale. Don't be saucy because I'm just the devil, girls. Veronica rolls her eyes. Give me a break. He only chose you because he took the picture. I call bias. I actually call taste. She looks at me and smiles, showing off her fangs. Couldn't have done it without him, though. He coached me pretty well. I blush. No way I was a dork. A cute dork. Veronica growls. Grrr! Oi, no flirting. It's gross. Could you even call that flirting? I'd like to see you try, shy girl. Penelope's tails go straight up. I don't take anyone else's food but my own. Unlike some girls here, I'm quite vicious. Cassandra's eyes narrow. You really want to go down that route? No fighting either of you. Come on, guys. Veronica turns to me. Help me out here, cat. You're all great. I just thought Cassandra's picture was more enthusiastically pleasing. It might be just because I took it and helped her out and all, but it could also be because she just was that pretty. Either way, everyone, can you cool it? Penelope turns away from me, crossing her arms. Veronica sighs and puts up her hands on her hips, huffing. Cassandra shakes an arm around my neck and pulling me in close. I could smell her minty breath. Ooh, that smells delicious. You're the best, cat. The bells ring, signifying the end of our break. We all return to the class. All right, class. So are you ready for some math? The entire class, including myself, groans. Ah! Come on, guys. This will be great. Today we've got a handy dandy quadratic formulas. Who wants to sing the quadratic formula song with me? The entire class is dead silent. No one? Alright, I'll demonstrate. He goes over to the chalkboard and starts writing down equations, and he sings negative B plus or minus. suddenly the door swings open and Bonnie emerges into the classroom, her head down. Mr. Hawkins frowns looking at her, but doesn't say any of his smart comments like he usually does. Instead, he turns back to the board and continues singing out of the equation. Veronica looks at me worried before scribbling down a note. She pokes Penelope, pointing towards Bonnie. Penelope nods, seeming to understand Veronica's worry, but she pauses the note to Bonnie, but Bonnie leaves it in the corner of her desk until the end of class. When it's time to another break, Bonnie gets up and takes it, taking it in her hand. We watch as Bonnie rips it up and without reading it, throwing it in the trash bin. Veronica gasps. Penelope shakes her head. What is that? She didn't even mind to recycle that. I look at Penelope incredulous. Seriously! Penelope shakes her head. You don't understand. She's really into eco-friendly stuff. Metal straws, all of that. She used to be in charge of the environmental club before she suddenly stopped going earlier this year. Veronica turns to her. She's stopped going. Penelope nods. Something's really up with her. Something's wrong. She shouldn't even look at my note. What should I say? Maybe she needs some time to herself. Herself? She slams her hand on her desk and stomps out of the classroom. Veronica! I chase after her and find the girls' bathroom. Leave me alone, Cat. Hey, I'm sorry. I was just trying to rationalize, or there's no rationalizing this. She looks up at me. I just about to burst into tears. Bonnie's my friend, and she's not usually like this. A couple of tears fall down, and she leans against the wall, sinking down into the floor, disheartened. I'm worried for her. Something is really wrong. Something really bad has happened to her. I know it. She's usually happy and peppy. This isn't her. I sit there. I sigh and sit next to her. I know you're worried about her. I'm sorry. I shouldn't just push it aside like that. She sniffles and puts her head on my shoulder. What are we going to do? I shake my head. I don't know. But I do know that will help her no matter what. Alright, everyone, I'm wrapping up the video right here. If you like the video, punch the like button in the face like a boss, and high fives all around. Oh, and if you just joined, you're welcome. Glad you made it here, and I hope you all enjoy your stay. And always remember that the most important character is you, the reader. Cassandra Maki, out.